What's up YouTube, I'm Edwin. In my previous video, I've talked about different types of photography and the purpose of taking it. So, in today's video, I'm going to share with you 5 tips and tricks on optimizing your photography skills. In your opinion, what is important in order to capture a good looking photo? Is it by buying the latest model of smartphone and camera? Or is it about buying the best smartphone camera lens? Well, to me, it's really just a matter of skills. Upgrading your gadgets will not upgrade your photography skills. If you really have that skills, even holding the crappiest camera on your hand, you can still capture very amazing photos. Now, I will share a few tips that you might not know about smartphone photography. Tips number 1. Changing your camera settings. Each phone model will differ on the camera settings. For iPhone users, you could find your camera settings from your iPhone settings. For Android users, you will be able to find your camera settings in your native camera app. But in some phones, you might also find your camera settings in your phone settings. Always ensure your camera grid is turned on. By using your camera grid, it will give you a more photographic visual, which I will talk in depth in my future lesson on picture composition. Tips number 2. Stay static. Have you encountered there are times when you take photos in which the images are blurred like this? This might happen if you move the camera focus away immediately after capturing the object while the phone camera is still processing. So, stay static for at least 1 second until you saw a flash on your screen that indicates that your images are being saved and being processed. Now, here's the third tip. Changing perspectives when taking a picture of an object. What I mean by this is to take photos of the same object from different angles. Change your elevation, change your angle, change your distance, and try the combination of 3 perspectives. You will be surprised by how small changes will change the whole feel of the photo. Now, keep on practicing this. It will help to train your sense of angles and your photography skills. Tips number 4. Use the camera zoom function wisely. All phone models will have a zoom function in the native camera app, but most of the phone models could only support up to 2 times optical zoom. If you try to zoom in further, your smartphone camera would attempt to use the digital zoom to enlarge your image further. You might think that this is an advantage to your phone, but what you don't know is it will lower your image quality. Now, up until this point, you might ask, how will it lower the image quality? Well, a DSLR camera could capture a clean and clear image even after zooming in 10 times. Now, this is because DSLR camera lens usually have an optical lens, so that is why your image is clean and clear, because it's using optical zoom and not a digital zoom. Now, I will help you to differentiate what is optical zoom and what is digital zoom. An optical zoom is to enlarge the image through magnifying the object, but a digital zoom basically just crops out your image for you. If you try to capture a normal image without any zoom, then you try to crop it to the size that you want. After that, try the 4 times zoom function on your camera. Now you compare them. You could see the image quality is almost the same. It has totally lowered the image quality. Alright, this is the last tips. The AE and AF lock. Now, in iPhone, you will see this thing over here. This thing right here is the brightness and focus adjust. So you could adjust your brightness right here. If you hold on to the screen for a long time, then you will lock the AE and AF. Now, I will want to tell you what is AE, AF. I believe that most of the phone models also have this AE and AF lock, just that you haven't found out how to use it yet. Let me explain. The AE lock stands for Auto Exposure Lock. By locking this, you will lock the brightness of your camera. Any changes to the scene will no longer be able to affect the brightness of the camera. The AF lock basically just stands for Auto Focus Lock. By locking this, your camera will lock the focus on the object. Right now, whatever changes in the background won't affect the focus. instead of keep on changing the focus when someone passes by your back, you will now only lock to your object. That's the function of AF lock, auto focus lock. A more simpler explanation is whatever changes in the background won't affect the focus of the camera. Alright, hope you learned something from this video, because if you do, just tell me in the comment sections down below. I will eventually reply to you when I see your comments. Question of the day. Do you think that the tips that I shared today could help you improve on your photography skills? Do you want more tips videos like that in my future videos? Also, tell me in the comment sections down below. Now, in my next video, I'm gonna share with you the basics of exposure triangle. If you don't really know what is exposure triangle, you should really check out the next video. So, make sure to subscribe and click on the bell icon down below so that you could receive notifications for my next uploads. I'm Edwin. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.